These are the instructions to play the board game. You can have up to 8 students playing this game in person or virtually. If you're playing virtually, you might want to divide the students into breakout rooms in Google Meet and share the link with one person in each group. Then that student will share the link with the rest of his or her group. That way, everybody would be able to play on their group's board game. As you can see, there are 8 pieces. Every student gets to choose a game piece, and they can manipulate them and move them around the board game. You would start the game where the green flag is and the number 1 space. Some of the spaces around the board game have an information card on the top right corner. When the student lands on that card or that space, they can click on the card and it will give the instructions whether they need to move forward a number of spaces or move backwards a number of spaces. In order to advance in the game, the students need to roll the die here at the bottom right corner. Click on a deck of cards. El horario, that's a schedule. Click to check the answer. And if the answer is correct, they can move that number of spaces. I'll go first. I'm in red. I'll move 2. Uno, dos. Then the next student goes, and that student needs to move 2 spaces too. But before they can move, they need to answer a question in the card. El reloj, that was clock or watch. That is correct. You click to check your answer, and then that game piece can move uno, dos spaces. Then the next student goes, and it is a 4. Well, you can choose from the green or the blue deck to answer the question. El papel, that's wastebasket. Check your answer. Oh no, that is not correct. It's paper. So the person doesn't get to move. The green one goes. That's 3. Let's choose from the green card deck. And it's el libro. El libro is book. Yeah, the person gets to move 3 spaces. So green moves 1, 2, 3. Let's say the green advances all the way to number 8. Make sure they click on the card and it tells them that they need to move back 2 spaces. Uno, dos. And they move all around the board game like that, taking turns by clicking on and rolling the die and answering one of the vocabulary questions from the card decks, moving around the board game, advancing only if they answer correctly, and checking on the information card for if they have to move forward a certain number of paces or move backwards. The winner is the student that gets to the very end, the finish line, space number 45. Well, I hope you all have a fun